He's Jesse.
And she's Jen. And we're a couple...
Former couple.
I was going to say a couple of cocktail enthusiasts who are on a quest to learn more about our favorite spirits and liqueurs, but okay, you went there.
Welcome to Bitter Spirits. Mezcal is one of today's fastest growing spirits categories, yet many cocktail enthusiasts don't know that much about it.
Some people think it's nothing more than a smoky version of tequila.
Some people thought that until 5 minutes before we started taping when they were informed otherwise.
Not sure who you're referring to. So the point is, there are a number of misconceptions about mezcal. For example, despite the similar names, mezcal does not contain mescaline. So drinking 10 to 15 shots of mezcal will not cause you to hallucinate.
What will it cause you to do, Jesse?
I would not know. So mezcal...
What might one get arrested for after drinking 10 to 15 shots of mezcal?
I would not know.
What college might one get kicked out of?
Let's talk about how mezcal is made.
Like tequila, mezcal is a Mexican spirit produced by fermenting and then distilling the agave plant. But unlike tequila, which can legally be made from only one species of agave, the Blue Weber, mezcal can be made from any one of 30 or more different species.
The most widely planted of those species is espadín, which means small sword. Kind of looks like that spiky chair on Game of Thrones.
You mean the Iron Throne?
Oh my, you nerd.
The main thing that distinguishes mezcal from tequila, of course, is the presence in the bottle of a worm.
No.
I'm sorry. The presence in the bottle of a gazebo.
No. First of all, it's gusano. Second of all, most traditional mezcals on the market today aren't using the worm gimmick anymore.
You know, it kind of feels like you're going to correct every single sentence that comes out of my mouth.
Well, I won't correct that sentence because it didn't contain any erroneous facts about mezcal.
Okay. All right, how's this? The next time I say anything inaccurate, I'll just leave and you can do the show by yourself. I know a lot about mezcal.
Where is mezcal from? There are a number of different Mexican states in which mezcal may legally be produced, but the majority of production takes place in the rural mountainous state of Oaxaca. There, centuries-old methods of mezcal production are still utilized today. The agave plants, which take 7 years or longer to reach maturity, are harvested by hand. The leaves are cut away in order to get to the heart, or piña. Sometimes you've got to get rid of the extraneous stuff if it's just getting in the way, you know?
I know you're talking about me.
Back at the palenque, the agave is roasted, then crushed by mule or by hand, after which it's fermented and then distilled in small, old-fashioned stills made of copper, clay, or steel. This is one of the reasons mezcal can taste so complex. Each individual bottling reflects not only the characteristics of the agave species, but also of the specific place where it was made. Vida Mezcal from Del Maguey, for example, is made in the Oaxacan village of San Luis del Rio. Made from the espadín agave, it has a roasty characteristic with notes of ginger, cinnamon, and tropical fruits.
Okay, well, that sounds delicious, so obviously I'm going to be trying this. Huh, it's clear.
That's right. Mezcals made in the traditional method are typically clear because historically distillers did not have easy access to oak barrels.
Oh my God, that's delicious. I mean, I expected it to be smoky, but it's also really complex and balanced.
Right, which is why it's so great in cocktails, like one of my personal favorites, the contemporary classic, The Naked and Famous. Created by Joaquin Simo of New York's Death & Co., The Naked and Famous is an equal parts cocktail featuring mezcal, yellow chartreuse, Aperol, and lime juice. Shake vigorously with ice and strain into a chilled cocktail glass.
You know, speaking as someone with a really sophisticated palate, I would have to say, that is delicious.
Awesome! What would you say speaking as yourself?
Okay. You know, that smokiness still really comes through. You don't really get that in tequila cocktails, do you?
Right, tequila isn't smoky because it all has to do with how the agave is cooked prior to fermentation.
Oh, because tequila is cooked in like those big steel pressure ovens.
Exactly, and with mezcal, they do the traditional way, which is roasting it in big underground pits. So the smoke permeates the agave.
And becomes part of the flavor. That's awesome. You really do know a lot about mezcal. Thanks for sharing.
Hey, thanks for listening. Cheers.
Cheers. You know, if you and I ever got back together.
We won't.
And it's ruined. I will take 10 or 15 more of those, please.
So yeah, the worm was basically a marketing ploy that producers of inexpensive mezcal started using in the 40s to differentiate mezcal from tequila.
So it used to be like this fun thing, and now producers these days aren't even doing it anymore?
Right, because mezcal is a complex and artful spirit.
How appropriate that you would approve of taking something really fun and lighthearted and ruining it by making it all serious.
I was talking about our relationship.
Right. Oh, it's a very sophisticated metaphor, way over my head.
Well, I'm still gonna have fun. I just ate the worm from that bottle of mezcal, and you don't get any. Is the worm supposed to have legs?
There was no worm in that mezcal.
Excuse me for a minute.